Joining me today at mining.com.au is Paul Locke, Chair and Managing Director of Flagship Minerals. Now, Paul, the internet is abuzz. You have bought a treasure map. Of course, we're talking about a comprehensive exploration data set that you've acquired from Anglo American. Tell us about this deal. Tell us about this content.
Hi, Danielle. It's good to be here. So this is just an unbelievable deal for Flagship and its shareholders. We've purchased essentially 23 to 30 million Aussie dollars worth of exploration data. There's a range because we don't exactly know, but that much exploration data for around 10% of its value, it saves us 4 to 5 years work. It has 33,000 metres of drilling. 14,000 of that is diamond drilling. It has over 2,000 rock chips and channel samples. It has magnetics data, and then it has a whole swathe of technical reports. I was talking to our chief geologist, David Hobby, yesterday, and I think he said there's 81 pallets of assay samples, pulps and rejects and core. So it's just absolutely massive.
So we are, of course, talking about the Maricunga Gold Belt in Northern Chile, where your Pantanillo Gold Project is located. Can you tell us about how this information gels with your ongoing work?
So what it means is right now the project has 1.05 million ounces of gold. It's 80% measured. And that is based on a 0.3 cutoff and economics from 2012, so a very low gold price. We plan to convert the current NI 43-101 resource to a JORC 2012 resource. We think we could do that without a lot of this data and add a significant amount of gold to the resource. But this data allows us to extend it further. So there's a whole lot of drilling around the current pit shell, which we don't have. In fact, there's about 30 additional holes we don't have. And so what this allows us to do is not only recut the economics in and directly around the pit shell, but expand along strike without drilling a hole, which is really interesting.
Can you tell us more about this process, perhaps the differences and difficulties in moving from the Canadian NI 43-101 to the Australian JORC 2012?
Yeah, sure, Daniela. There's actually the NI 43-101 and JORC 2012 are very, very similar. One is tuned in for TSX companies, Canadian companies, and one for ASX companies, Australian companies. A QP, qualified person for NI 43-101, can be a CP, a competent person for JORC 2012 and soon to be 2025. So providing you have the same people involved with the conversion so that they understand the data, etc., then the conversion can be a standard desktop exercise. And in fact, we're considering producing both a JORC 2012 and an NI 43-101 so we can satisfy North American investors as we start growing the company.
So it sounds like your next steps are very much to do with processing the existing data and doing a lot of paperwork and bureaucracy hurdles. Are you looking to do any in-field work in the foreseeable future, or are we really focusing on the desk work for now?
So our objective is to convert the resource to JORC 2012, which we think will deliver by the end of October, early November. But during that period, we'll have our people going through this massive data set, and we'll be delivering news flow during that process. So the data set has 178 drill holes. Right now, we know of 70 drill holes, so we haven't got the data we need to publish the other 78 drill holes. And there's a whole heap of work in this, a lot of gold and silver mineralization, which we're looking forward to getting out there. Metallurgical work, test work done to date, we can put out there. So this project ticks a lot of boxes already, just based on historical work.
How much time and money do you reckon that this data set is going to save you?
So we estimate the replacement cost, this is a bit rubbery, but it'd be US 15 to 20 million. So Aussie dollars, say 23 to 31 million. So it's a big chunk of money, but also it's the time, Daniela, To produce or replicate this data would take 4 to 5 years. So basically, we jumpstart the project, and we are actually quite close to heading into feasibility if we want. We've got enough data to produce scoping or preliminary economic reports.
So tell us specifically, what are the next news flows that we should be looking out for, and when should we be expecting them?
All right, well, over the next 1 to 2 months, we'll be delivering a lot of drill results, maybe some re-assaying results, so we'll recut some core. We are looking at redoing intersections which are in the market right now. For instance, we have one drill hole which has 450 metres at 0.53 grams a tonne. That's absolutely massive. And met work, and who knows what other goodies are in this box of data, this treasure box.
Well, we hope that you'll come back and tell us all about it. Thank you, Paul Locke, for joining us today from Flagship Minerals.
Thanks, Daniela. It was really good to talk to you.